it's the morning of day one of the Dolomites tour, and as you can see, it's the weather's not looking great. The forecast for overcast and rain on the route for most of today. So it's going to be wet weather gear and plod on, which means probably I won't be doing much filming today. So probably the next time I'm going to speak to you or video anything will hopefully be later this evening or this afternoon when the weather perks up, or it'll be tomorrow morning in glorious sunshine on the other side of Grossglockner, and the start of our proper tour in the Dolomites, where we'll go over the border very soon after starting. Yeah, so the plan today was, well, still is possibly, depending on the weather, is to go over Grossglockner en route. And we've got a little hotel booked the other side of Grossglockner, which is near to the Italian border. However, if the weather looks really bad, we're not going to pay the fee to go over Grossglockner in the clouds. It's just not worth it. So we will make an alternative route and go round through a longer tunnel, and basically miss that out. And maybe we'll do it on the way back, maybe we won't. So that's the story this morning, and I'm going to be heading off in a few minutes. I'll speak to you later. We have arrived in Hotel Alpenrose in Eiselsberg, which is at the bottom end of the Grossglocknerstrasse on the other side from where we started, but we didn't go over the Grossglockner because it looked like it was going to be in the clouds. So we're just going to go for, as the weather's a lot nicer now, we're just going to go for a little blast up here. Okay. Yeah, I was intending to record the whole trip, but we had wet weather gear on, and it wasn't very pleasant. The visuals weren't going to be great, so I decided not to, especially as the first part was all, you know, routes that I've ridden before, and they're going to be on other videos that I produce later on. So from now on, hopefully the weather's going to be a lot better, and I'll be producing video for the whole trip. I'll put a map up later on to show the routes that we're taking or planning. Covers some very nice twisty roads here in the Dolomites. It's getting it's 5:15 in the evening now, so the light gets rather nice around this time. So we don't really know where we're going. We haven't planned this route at all. We're just heading on the Grossglockner Alpinstrasse, which eventually will take us to, there's my friend Larry. He's a bit of a racer. I've got a camera on the front of his bike actually, so we'll see what that looks like. He's going to make me look like a backwards travelling snail. Yeah, eventually we will come to a toll, so we're not going to pay the toll today, I don't think, unless we decide we want to go to the top and come back again, which is always a possibility. So there's only 5 of us on the tour. There were going to be 6, but my friend Dave had some domestic problems and commitments, and sadly couldn't make it. Which actually means I get a room to myself, and I don't have to listen to these guys snoring, so that's a plus point. Oh, look at this. Lovely.
Wow, looks like we're going downhill. I was expecting us to go uphill. That's clearly not happening. Well, this is much nicer weather than we had all day today. And we're hoping we're going to get a lot like this from now on. That's another one of my mates. They're all faster than me, obviously, because I'm a beginner. That's Russ. And behind me we've got one of the most experienced riders, Paul. I'll be doing a lot of tours with him, hopefully learning a bit off him, although I think he's always going to be too fast for me. And there he goes. He's got the BMW S1000R. Quite gusty here at the moment. And as you can see, he's a lot quicker than me. Mind you, I'm not here for the speed. I'm here for these views, and look at them. Wow. I don't know what the wind noise is going to be like if I lift the visor here. Because the screen I've got on, it's very effective, and I hardly get any wind on my face at all. I can just ride with the visor up and just my sunglasses on. Actually, my kind of varifocal reading glasses come sunglasses. And I have no problem at all, and I don't get hit by any flies. It just goes straight over my head. So the Triumph screen on this Tiger is very good. Okay, that's the visor closed. I really don't like riding with the visor closed, to be honest. I suppose I can get used to it, but I kind of like the freeness of the fresh air in my face, especially with this screen, because it's not blasting me, it's just gently wafting. And you feel more kind of connected to your environment with the visor open. Ah, that's lovely. It's amazing when you think that so many people come so far and have to organise holidays and trips and ship their bikes or even drive across Europe to get to here to ride, and it's right on my doorstep. So I will endeavour to never take that for granted. My wife and I, Liz, she's taken up riding as well, although she's had a licence for a long, long time. She hadn't ridden for 30, 40 years, so did a refresher course and she started riding as well. And she's got a Honda NC 750X, which is a DCT, dual clutch transmission, which means it's automatic, which she loves. And it's also, the NC stands for New Concept, which is the idea that the petrol tank is actually under the seat, and what looks like the petrol tank is kind of a box that you can stick your helmet in, or in her case a handbag. She calls it a handbag box. So we will be doing some vlogs together. I think we're going to call it the Gourmet Riders, because we're going to basically pick a nice restaurant. It could be anything from a fish and chip shop to a Michelin star restaurant, as long as we can route to it via some stunning scenery and nice biking routes. And we're going to make a series of vlogs based around that idea, riding out to go for a gourmet meal, whether it be lunch or evening meal, which I think could be fun. Well, certainly fun for us. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is the first ride I've come out on in ages, as it was only going to be a short one, without my earplugs in. And I must say it's much more kind of comfortable really with earplugs. Engine noise is dimmed down, the wind noise is virtually gone, and I can still listen to music if I want to. Much more gemütlich, as they say here, which means kind of friendly, comfortable. You can use it in a lot of ways. It's a good word. We don't really have anything so useful in English. Oh, it looks like the road's starting to climb. Wow, look at this view off the left. Fantastic. Heiligen Blut am Großglockner, so we're going the right way. Not that we had much choice, really. Okay, so the guys have stopped on a bend there and I missed them. They did shout out to me. Due to the wonders of modern technology, Paul could ring me on the headset, on the Sena headset, so I'm going back and joining them. I was having such a nice time. It's been a nice end to the first day because it wasn't really that great in terms of weather and light for shooting on the way here. We did get a bit wet, and a couple of big tunnels, which I'm not keen on big tunnels either. Thank you.
Crashed on it.
It's got to be liquidised.
Yeah.
He's lost the use of his teeth.
Yeah. They've all fallen.
Do you want to get her attention or not?
Try.
She's
Yeah.
there
What do you want to get attention
to pay before the snow comes.
Before the snow comes, well, it could do.
It's quite dark that way.
Not unknown, is it?